Second job in Vegas in 30 days. Same hotel, MGM Grand. Just I remembered my way around from last time. Gonna be here for 3 days. Today's the setup day. We're already set up. And 2 FX9s plus a gimbal. Nice room. Got Nick in town. Glad he's here. We're using Nick's camera and my camera, 2 FX9s, and then I got the Pocket 6K on the Ronin. So 3 camera show, basically conference work. And then I'm shooting a bunch of like sizzle reel stuff to promote the conference for next year. And I'll fly back to Texas. I got 2 days off and then back on the road. Okay, here's the tech table. We weren't part of this side of the production, but might as well show it off. The first one on the left there was the audio board. Now you're looking at the lighting console. This is a producer station. The 4 computers are graphics, PowerPoint slides, and show graphics, which flow down to the switching console on the far right here. Interesting, this show, they didn't have an iMag where the video cameras are in the switch and in a portion of the projection up on stage. This was purely a graphics scenario. And then Nick and I, on the setup day, landed our cameras. I didn't know coming into this conference was gonna be so big, so I didn't bring a telephoto lens. We just had the standard Sony 28-135s. So it had to put the close-up camera up near the stage and run it in 2K mode, and it was still zoomed in all the way to get a close-up. And then I ran the gimbal, and again, I'm just covering sizzle reel content, promotional stuff on the gimbal. And then at the back of the room is a second FX9, wide shot of the stage. And this also had the audio feed from the mixing console. We had to run just an on-camera reference mic on the close-up cam because they didn't want to run an XLR across all the seating. It's kind of interesting. They had an editor on site that would cut these in the evening and publish the following day. Next time, I'd like to bring a video switcher and we can wirelessly hop from the close-up cam to the back of the room, and then I can take a cabled feed from the wide shot and the graphics station to be able to do a 3-input live switch. This is my default gimbal setup for the last couple years. You'll notice a lot of my kit is not the latest and greatest. You know, I tend to kind of get a piece of equipment dialed and it does the job, and I'm not in a big hurry to upgrade until there's some compelling need, a feature I desperately need, or my existing item gets damaged. So this is the Pocket 6K, Super 35 APS-C sensor size, 24-70, 2.8 Canon L zoom. I also carry an 11-16, although this week we haven't switched lenses. I've been able to cover everything with this one lens. Manual focus control with the Nucleus N. And then I've got the hand wheel on the gimbal, and then in kind of more commercial style productions, I can hand this off to Nick and he can pull focus at a monitor for me. I've got a P-tap splitter here, and that is so I can run accessories. Right now I only have the camera powered off of it. And I've got a video transmitter I can run on this arm to the right, and my Sun 3D print this bracket, so the Hollyland transmitter can mount on here. This is a, let me pan the camera, an NPF series battery plate, which the Hollyland has, right? So it'll mate on there, and it actually balances out nicely as counterbalance for the Pocket 6K. And I'm using an offset dovetail, you can see here, to shift the camera over to the left, because otherwise it would not, the hand grip here, it would not clear the gimbal arm. And then for power, I run this just belt bag around my waist, a gold mount battery on P-tap. In this zipper area, I have additional media, polarizer, and ND filter, screw-on filters. I carry 2 Ronin batteries, and I've got the external charger so I can charge one while I'm shooting on the other. But I generally get through an entire day on 1 battery. Running the internal mics for reference audio, but if I need to do some simple walk and talk type of things, I'll run a Rode Go pack, and I just plug right into this 1/8" TRS connector for audio. And I do carry the full-size XLR to TA3 if I do need to do a 2-channel interview type of thing, but that's super rare. I think next week I'm going to be back on the border in San Diego, and I want to do some walk and talks along the border wall for news packages. So I think we'll go single Rode mic on the correspondent. Starting around 2017, I was thinking I'd focus on building up repeat conference work and make that like the last third of my career would be this steady, predictable, you do a conference, and generally these companies reschedule and do it once a year, same week or same month every calendar year. So leading up to the start of 2020, I had a conference job 1 week per month from January all the way through August. This stuff's predictable enough. It can be stressful and they are long hours, but when you're done, you're done. And as long as I wasn't a friction point for the clients, generally they have you back every year. As long as you don't create drama, they're happy to have you back. And then March 2020 happened, and in the course of about 3 days, my entire calendar from March to August canceled. And then everything went Zoom, virtual, DIY production value for the past 2 years. My other marketing and advertising work was mostly gone in 2020 because back in California, it was all considered non-essential business, and all the advertisers and agencies put everything on hold or did the virtual production. And then there was the ENG and feature story work I would do for broadcasters that are connected to live sports telecasts. I basically would shoot things that were rolling content or for highlight reel shows, sit-down interviews with athletes. That mostly went away, and for me, it hasn't really come back. I think it's back now, but I don't know if just my contacts in that world have also moved on. So when I was a teenager, I started working in local news coverage, and my career circled back to that. I'm on the road shooting cable news right now and enjoying it. Well, that's a wrap in Las Vegas. Here's the airline kit. The soft case is Nick's camera. He drove in from Orange County. The two Pelicans are the second FX9, the gimbal kit, tripod, some support stands and cables, and then the soft sticks also go back with Nick. Quad charger goes with Nick. My 4 batteries are in my backpack as a carry-on. Thanks for watching, and please, let's continue the discussion in the comments below.